Literally all I want for Mother's Day is to keep our kids safe.
Violence at the forefront of two rallies in Atlanta today in Midtown. Last week, the city was once again back in the national headlines after a gunman walked into a Midtown office building and opened fire, killing 38-year-old Amy St. Pierre and wounding 4 others. And now the call for action is coming from mothers on the eve of Mother's Day. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles has more on today's rallies.
Well, organizers call it the Mother's Day of Action. They explain how everyone is affected by gun violence, including the people who knew victims and who have treated victims, and they're no longer sitting in silence.
Can't stop! Won't stop!
Mothers and others pounding the pavement.
My young children have been in lockdown 3 times for active shooter situations, and they are 7 and 4. Enough is enough.
First in Piedmont Park, then at the corner of Virginia Avenue and North Highland Avenue in Atlanta, some bringing their babies along with them.
We want to protect all people who've been impacted by gun violence. Every single one of us is one story, one heartbeat away from being impacted directly by gun violence.
Both rallies were motivated by school shootings, mass shootings, and most recently the shooting in Midtown last week. Amy St. Pierre's name came up a few times. She was one of the victims. She's also a mother of 2. And instead of kicking their feet up and getting spoiled this Mother's Day weekend, these moms are standing up for something more important.
We don't want flowers and candy. We're focused on reinstating the federal assault weapons ban because a lot of the mass shootings that occur happen with AR-15s.
Courtney Spriggs believes reinstating the ban from 1994 would reduce those shootings. Angela Farrell-Zabalas says Moms Demand Action's call to action is pushing for common sense gun policies, gun safety, and an end to gun violence.
We're tired of seeing mass shootings on the news. We're tired of the devastation in our communities. And we also know that there are many shootings that happen day to day in communities of color in particular that don't even break a headline. So we're fed up with all of it.
And State Representative Shay Roberts says it starts with putting the pressure on lawmakers.
It does make me frustrated that we're still having to beg and plead for something that makes so much sense. I mean, seatbelts weren't a partisan issue. We all agreed on that. I don't understand how the #1 killer of our children and teens in this country, that we can't figure out some way to work this out.
And the action isn't over after the rallies. Neighbors for Action Representative Sally Woods says next, the plan is to focus voting power to affect change.
All right, Teresa, thank you.